Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to discuss a purchase I made. A lot of times people will ask me, hey, where do you get your cards? It's probably one of the questions I get most about the coins that I sell and the cards that I sell. They want to know, hey, where'd you get your cards? Where do you pick this stuff up? And obviously eBay is a top place to pick up cards, but for me, my greatest success has been on Craigslist. Just kind of listing an ad, buy and sell, and occasionally somebody will contact you with some really amazing stuff. And that brings us to this particular collection. I had an ad on Craigslist for a while, and a guy touched base with me, sent me an email. I happen to have my emails linked to my phone, obviously, as many people do. And I got a notification that I got an email from Craigslist. And so I looked at it and I said to him, what do you... and I saw the cards that he had pictured were Gretzky, Mantle, and the Jordan. And he said, and so I called him back because he had left me a number. Called him back and I touched base with him quickly. And I said, what else you got? And he said, I've got some totes and binders of stuff. Not a lot, probably half of a back of an SUV worth. But I told him I was clearly interested in some of the cards that he had sent in pictures. So this is what we had. So he said, hey, I'll come to you. So he came down to the flea market to see me. And these were the cards he had. Now, according to him, he picked them up in 1995 at a variety of different card shows. But he went primarily to a card show that used to happen at BC High School, which is right outside of Boston. And, there was... some of this stuff still had the original price tags on it from when he got it from the show. And he said, it's just time to part with it. I don't do much with it. So he had these cards in his possession. I probably want to say that was 2021, beginning of 2021, maybe the end of 2020, something like that. So when he got down there was a lot to look at. I looked at these cards, and then I looked at the the box. The box had a lot of star cards. You know what I mean? Some stuff I'd never seen before. So just to give you an example of some of the stuff that was in the box, this here is Cal Ripken. It's obviously an Upper Deck, some type of set that Upper Deck had. But I thought it was kind of a cool looking card. And, so it was obviously an insert card. And, there's some inserts in the 1990s that are, kind of big dollar cards. So it was kind of cool to see that. This one here, I believe, is a Blitzel Rookie, or, an insert of a Blitzel Rookie. And you see that's a Pinnacle card. It's kind of an interesting card, especially given my location. And again, these tags that you see on the cards, they would have been 1990, mid-90s prices. This card here, Hideo Nomo, First Impressions card. And again, this looks like it might have been out of a set, but I'm not sure. And then you have the Cal Ripken. These are mid-80s cards from the inserts that Flair did, or the supplemental sets. I don't know if these were actually inserted in packs. I don't believe so. I believe most of this stuff came in its own packs, or you could buy it as a set. So I always think that these mid-80s sets, they're not worth a lot, most of them, but they're kind of cool, right? They're all great players from the time frame and just very good looking stuff. You know what I mean? The other great thing was the stuff was in impeccable shape. Here's a Dwight Gooden, couple of Dwight Goodens, right? This would have been Flair. What year is that? 1987. So again, another short set, 3 of 6 in this little tiny set. So kind of a cool thing. This card piqued my interest, and I'm hoping maybe some of y'all can tell me a little bit about it. This is a 1995 Pinnacle Zenith edition Cal Ripken. And obviously the price tag for 1995 kind of jumped out at me. The great thing is the guy kept these cards in impeccable shape. It looks like he bought them in 1995 and never touched them again. So as you can see, just some really cool looking cards. And this one is, again, an insert card. And it looks like it's 1 of 18. Yeah, 1 of 18, I believe. So very interesting card. I know that a lot of these mid-90s inserts can be a little pricey. Obviously, what kind of triggered that for me was, this price tag. But I don't have this card in my collection, so I've held on to the card. I haven't done a lot of research on it because I just was holding on to the card, so it wasn't, I got to get this out. Sorry about my hands being a little bit dirty. Just got in from work a little while ago. But now let's get to the crux of what attracted me to the collection and what made me buy it. So obviously this is the 1986 Michael Jordan rookie sticker. And, and it's off center, top to bottom. You can see it's clearly off center. But it's Jordan, and it's awesome. So again, off center, top to bottom, and a little bit left to right. But I just thought it was such a good looking card, and I was really excited to be able to pick it up. This obviously is just a tremendous card. Anything when you're talking about 3 all-time greats, it's ideal when you can see them and pick them up at the same time. This is a 64 Mantle, I believe. Yep, 64 Mantle. And, it's got some wear around the edges. But for a 64 Mantle, it is in incredible shape. In fact, when I got this card, I looked at it and it was in a holder. It was in a screw down holder. Actually, that's not true. It was in one of those old holders, if you guys remember, the holders where you put a card, you pull the thing apart and you put the card in, and then you kind of set the plastic back on top of the card. So I wanted to get this card out of that holder as quickly as possible, because sometimes those holders will crush the card and cause them to, be altered if you ever decide to send them in. I've been meaning to send these cards in. This one, the Jordan, and of course, this is the Topps Gretzky. The Topps Gretzky rookie. Again, somewhere on the corners. But, the centering's pretty good. I have not taken the card out of the holder yet. But it's a beauty, I think, and certainly worth having it put into a PSA holder and make sure that it's ready to sell when and if I ever decide to get rid of it. But it was a great opportunity to pick up all 3 of these cards at the same time, and I was really excited. And on top of that, there were a ton of cards I could sell out of these out of that box. I mean, it was a 3,600 count box filled with this type of stuff. There was some wax. There was some, maybe a set or two. In all honesty, I don't really remember all the other stuff that was involved in the other boxes. I knew that, 3,600 count and every card was an all-star. So it was certainly worth, looking into it. And I figured even if I sell these cards for $1 a piece, I mean, we're talking about a lot of money at $1 a piece. And they were certainly worth there were cards in there that were worth 10, 12, 15, 20, and so on and so forth. A lot of mid-70s cards, just a lot of cool stuff. So what I'm going to do is with these 3 cards, the reason I pull them out now to show you in this video, and then is that I'm going to go see someone that has a card shop in the city where I live, and we're probably going to do a video with him, and he is a member of PSA, and he'll send the cards off to be graded, and then he asks for a very nominal fee to use his to have him send in the cards. Very small amount, very fair, and certainly worth the price all day. I think he charges like $3 or $4, or $2 or $3 or $4 per card, something like that, in addition to the grading fee. One of the reasons I did hold off on getting these cards graded primarily was because the cards at the time, the grading fees at the time that I picked these cards up, the grading fee was a whopping $300, and I wasn't going to do that. I mean, I just wasn't. But now the grading fee is $30, and if there's some sort of upcharge, well, then so be it. But it was a real cool opportunity to pick up this collection. We negotiated on the prices after I saw the collection. I had a price in mind. He had another price in mind, and I gave him my price first. It's not something I typically like to do. I usually will ask what somebody is looking for out of the collection. But, he said, no, I really don't know, where the prices are at this point. So he kind of demanded that I give him a price. And I did. And he said, no, I can't do that. And I said, okay, well, what were you thinking on the price? Because I'm not going to let you walk away over, for off by $200 or $300. And that's what it turned out to be. I think it was off by $200 or $250, something like that. And I was like, I said, fine. I mean, if that's what you want to do, then I'm good with that. I wasn't going to allow these cards to walk away. I mean, you don't have opportunities to buy these cards every day, certainly at a dealer / discounted price, but still, paying a fair price. But, like I've said before, I like to buy in bulk. And the big thing with buying in bulk is that you get better deals. You just get better deals. If I went and bought these cards individually, they're going to cost me a lot of money. It wasn't cheap to buy all of this humongous collection, but in the grand scheme of things, when you look at all the cards and you price them out at the prices that they were selling for at the time, and then certainly if you get them graded and they're getting a better price, it's a no-brainer to buy at the price, to buy in bulk. That's just always been my philosophy, and it's always worked. I really am curious what you think of the cards. I know I didn't, show a great deal of, didn't spend a lot of time. Which is your favorite? Tell me what you think of the cards. If you know anything about the Cal Ripken, I'm certainly always interested in having people give me some input. Let me know which is your favorite card. Please comment. Please like the video. It certainly will help the channel kind of get off the ground. Sorry, there was a little something on Gretzky's face on there. I don't know what that was, but Gretzky is been cleaned up. Okay, so it's a let me know what you think. Please comment. Please like. It'll help other people see the videos, and that's always a plus. Because I'm really one of the reasons I like doing this channel is because, and that I started the channel was to have back and forth between folks and myself. Kind of getting to know and learning more about the hobby. I'm always eager to learn more about the hobby, and I'm certainly eager to answer any questions that people may have. So if I can help anybody, that's great. And if people can help me, that's great too. So again, that's just a long way of saying please comment, please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be putting out videos probably 2 to 3 times a week for the foreseeable future, and I'd really like for you to hop on to our channel. And I'm always looking at content from other people's channels just to get a feel for where people are in the card hobby and industry. So again, please comment, like, and subscribe. And if you have any questions, be sure to put it in the comments. If you have any feedback, be sure to put it in the comments. Feedback is totally welcome. And thanks for listening and watching. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks, guys.